$5,000. Cash payment to anyone who can prove that what lying son of a devil FARRONKHAN is preaching is consistent with the lessons, supreme wisdom, of Master Fard Muhammad Elijah Muhammad's representation of his teacher Master Fard's teachings.
Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. Sumar Rahim here, Master Covenant, Breaker 7 Seals. Let's take a moment to deal with Mr. FARRONKHAN. Now, he reveals his father, white, Caucasian, Portuguese Jew. His own words. Here's the link. It's also found in the description. If that means something to you, take a look at it. His own words. Maybe it doesn't mean anything to you. Maybe it doesn't matter. Anyway, there's information. My job's by information, brothers and sisters. And that's his father right there. And his actual name is Louis Eugene Grounds. See, they want to debate their grounds. That's a distortion they do. But Walcott was not his father. The light. Okay, brothers and sisters, I want to talk about something. See, we have... Let me point out a couple of things here. See, I try to people understand personification. In the wintertime is winter. You don't see any flowers blooming, anything like that, because winter, it's cold. So I say personification, that means you take all those qualities and you put it in a person, right? So instead of the weather's like that, that person like that. They're exactly like that, and they have the same effect on you as the weather would have. But it's personified. As you take, like taking some clay and mold it into a form, right? So you give it a form, it's still clay, but now you give it a particular form. So you get a winner, you get a winner in a form. And that's what Yaqub's creation is, right? They're the personification of winter. We have 4 seasons every 24,000 years. I'm not going into that detail now. Personification. Now, when you understand that, you understand that everything, if you're summer people, and you're the say you're personification of summer. Well, summer and winter clash. Summer melts the winter, and winter freezes summer. Two opposites. If you put summer in the winter, it's going to freeze. It's going to be very uncomfortable and very bad for it. But if you put the winter in the summer, it's going to be destroyed. You might not destroy the summer and the winter. You freeze it. You may immobilize it, right? See, it'll still be present. It'd just be dead. It won't be. It'd be immobile. Immobile, right? But that's not the case with the summer. I mean, the winter. For the winter and the summer, it's gone. It's destroyed. You see the connection there, brothers and sisters? See, when you see things mathematically, all these things, the pictures just come out. They come out perfect. But see, that's what he did. It froze us. But we're still around. You understand? But when the spring or summer come in, it destroys them. We'll survive it, but be frozen. Immobile. But for them, they wouldn't survive at all. The spring would cripple them and summer just totally destroy. Whatever left from the spring will be totally destroyed by summer. So there's a constant conflict between the two. See, we can survive the winter, but they cannot survive the summer. They cannot survive spring. They might be crippled along, stumble along during spring. They will not survive. Most won't survive, but definitely won't survive the summer. When you start thinking mathematically, brothers and sisters, like I said, whole new world opens up to you. It's like a person that's blind. They might live like Steve Wonder probably live a real nice life, but what you think we like real opens eyes for this. So the whole new world for him. Mhm. So the thing is, everything in the winter is going to be against you. It's going to freeze you. Big frostbite. It's going to freeze you. And that's what you need people to understand, because right now our people, we don't blame them, they're frozen. They want to freeze what? Until the fall winds blow. What's the fall winds? That's fire. Melt them. Melting is good for us, because it thaws us out. You see how beautiful that just comes into play like that, like falls into play. See how it just rhymes. See, I don't know Arabic. I know a little bit. But the people that know Arabic tell me that's the greatest poetry in Arabic. They says no poet has ever been to write poetry better than that. They would compare it to that. They say Arabic is actually poor, the Arabic of the Quran. And that's God speaking. And that's why I try to explain to you, you understand, we speak musically. We see our young folks trying to do that. They rapping and stuff. You see the signs of it. I know when I was growing up, we had something, a little version, small version that we call hiking. You know, we come with a little, but we try to rhyme it and stuff, right? So we should do peace for our nature there. See? Because right now, this talking we do, it's backwards. It's really grammar. Because when you get home, the sisters, when they actually talk, to be singing. We'd probably be talking to be like rapping. I mean, that's the way that's the way I know we're talking. Because they tell me that's the Quran. It's like that. It says this is rich poetry. When you want to read in Arabic, it says the most beautiful. It says I understand it. No one in Arabia that speak Arabic can ever be able to produce poetry as beautiful as the Quran. But again, they're in the darkness, see? In the darkness, to us, when there's darkness, it freezes us. We become immobile, we can't do anything. You see? So we totally at the mercy of the winter. The winter people. So as time is now, so and it would be like that. So one of the problems, the problem we have right now, like we're throwing out period. The throwing out period is tribulation. Elijah Muhammad tried to throw you out, but he was successful in doing it. But there's see, all that was mathematics. The scientists send me messages all the time, right? But they do it. Once you understand their angel, then you can see they're communicating with you. Like Elijah Muhammad called the Bible a poison book. It is the poison book. The Bible he had a sealed Bible, and that was a poison book to us. It was a winter book. It was the right book for the winter. If you understand the angel, it tells you that was the correct book for the winter, but it's against us. They would be successful with it, but it was against us. But we wanted to be successful. Because their success, right, worked in our favor, it would be detrimental, but that's our healing. That's our creative process. Pressure. Intense pressure, right, produces the best gems. The best gem is diamond, they say, and that's created on the most intense pressure. Rubies, all those things are created under pressure. That's just the way it is, brothers and sisters. On a side note here, the thing is, I'm not sure if that's much of a side note, but the thing is that There's a certain timing, like flowers bloom in the spring, they don't bloom in the winter. So if you say bloom in the winter, he said, what's going on? What's wrong there? So it's like the angel message. Now the thing is that the problem, see, this whole, like, let's not do a side note because you understand, the thing is, you're the winner. When you understand that concept, everything was against you. Everything. Everything. The Bible was against you. Your brothers was against you. Your half brothers. Everybody was against you. You're the winner. It's cold. You're in the freezer. Everything in the freezer is against you. There's nothing going to jump in the freezer ever warm you up. Everything in the freezer. If you're in the freezer, everything in the freezer is against you. Everything is cold. So they don't want you to understand concepts. That's why they give you all these nuances. Like, for instance, they don't tell you, excuses, for instance, right? In other words, your intentions. Intention is a big thing in the English language. Probably the rest of them too. Your intention. I guess damn out your intention. When you put it against mathematics, intention don't mean a goddamn thing. But it's a big thing here. And why? Because it's a means of deceiving you. See? Because I don't give a damn about the intention. I care about the effect. If you understand scripture, scripture's talking about the effect, not the intentions. But intentions is big here because they come and say, oh, they run over, oh, I didn't mean, I'm sorry. And that's supposed to be acceptable. You're supposed to accept that. They run over, they got you paralyzed, and all they got is come and say, excuse me, go and tell them you're sorry. Go and tell me, what the hell can't you tell me you're sorry for? You're damn about that, you got me in a wheelchair. See? They say, oh man, we're sorry for what we did to y'all for 40 years. Well, but see, that goes here. See, no, I don't give a damn about the intent. See, maybe you didn't intend to do it. I care about the effect. That's mathematics, the effect, not the intent. I didn't intend to fall off that lie. I didn't intend to, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. And that's what we understand. Everything that was told is this language, everything. It's like, in the ark. You could be the most righteous person in the world, but if you're in an ark, you're going to drown. A believer from a disbeliever. The believer is one, they're going to hold on no matter what. There's nothing you can do to throw them out the ark. When Elijah Muhammad, right? The thing is that brothers get in trouble. They mess around, fornicating, and then he throw the ass out. But not permanently, temporarily. Because these brothers would fight like hell to get back. And they couldn't wait to get, they knew they messed up. But then we just walked away. They don't get no second chance. Because once you identify the enemy, why would you give him a second chance to get you again? That's stupid. They walk away, let them get, you can't come back in here. If you was a believer, you would never walked away. You would never go off the ark. There's nothing in the way. You have to throw you off the ark. So we throw the ark, you still be swimming. Okay, brother, you don't swim about two miles, pull him back in. You still swimming. It's the intent. We don't care about that. Care about the effect. And if you don't understand, you're not going to make the tribulation. It's the effect. Oh, I intend to do. No, I didn't intend to do that. I didn't intend to hit you. I didn't intend to roll over you. I don't care what the effect is. Somebody asked me, said, man, you don't have many followers. I says, really? I don't. I hadn't noticed. Because I don't want any. go out of the way to make sure people don't like me, because that's why they were Farrakhan, because they don't like him. They're not there because of truth, because if they wouldn't, they wouldn't be there. If you're not here for truth, then you're lost. Because liking me is not get you tribulation. I go out of the way to make sure you don't. If you're not coming for the truth, then you shouldn't be here. If the truth is not moving, you shouldn't be here. You just waste your time anyway. You might as well go out there and enjoy your little BMW, whatever you got. There's a little less time you got doing it, because you just waste your time here. And I don't want you here anyway, because you're going to be the problem for me anyway. Because I got to constantly keep on pleasing you. See, if you're here because you lack me, then to keep you here, I got to keep you lacking me. Then I become your servant. I become your slave. We don't get emotional shit here. Okay? I come away to make sure. So if you still hold on, you ain't here because you like me. You maybe that may be an end result. I don't know. But I sure ain't going. I'm not going my way to make that happen. I'm going just the opposite. I ran away so many people from here. Really doing them a favor, because you just waste your time here. It's very simple. So the thing is, brothers and sisters, it's the intent don't mean anything. The effect. So doing this, the coldest part was last 500 years. Now, this information is clear, but the point is they confused, like the whole thing about mind and brain. Everything they told you, you can't accept any of it, because it's a confusion factor in it to keep you from seeing clearly. They don't want you to see it all, but you see, you're seeing you've been in a fog. Don't you see? And that whole thing about Willie Lynch, that was sidebar. It's much worse than that. They don't want you to know who you are, what you are, don't even know you exist. I mean, while we was in Holocaust, we didn't know it was a planet. We saw something, we didn't know anything. It was frozen, literally. And now, it will be that until you start throwing out. And how you thought the sun has to show up. That's why they casted the lamb as the sun. It starts shining, and then in the spring, things start warming up. Right? But that's destruction for the devil. So you see, the devil's every day they get more and more trouble. And they don't understand where it's coming from. Because they don't understand that personification aspect. But they understood that. And they understand season. Remember, they're winter people. So there's knowledge is limited to the winter. There's knowledge limited to the winter. See, they was creating haste. Short periods. We would seek for the whole season. So we can survive the winter, but we thrive in the spring and the summer and the autumn. They limit to the winter. You don't see any ice in the winter, in the spring. You don't see ice in the summer. You don't see ice in the autumn either. So the thing is, what's destroying them is the spring, because it's data, information, spring is coming in, and the angel, the light for us are the scriptures. And so you come with a scripture, and that sealed Bible. That was the Bible, and that was the correct Bible for that period of time. That was told to submit to it. And it was against us, everything was against us. But now spring's coming, now it's your time. And they're trying to keep you in the freezer. Everything they keep you in the freezer. If you jump out the freezer, they turn a fan on you. FARRONKHAN. Anything. Because you're personification of the spring. They'd be thrown out. And so the angel comes, And that's the beginning. I say, you know, he's the first one amongst the dead ones. Light starts coming, they starts warming up. They do everything to keep, you know, oh, turn the air conditioner on, man. Turn the fan on. They want to keep it cold. Global warming, that's bad. Because everything they see, the world, the Earth's in the winter stage, wouldn't it? They want to keep it cold. Because they're winter people. And we don't want, but they have us against it warming up. So you got these people out there that, okay, look at it this way. And I'll talk about this and I'm maybe elaborate a little more. We had bad experiences. So those bad experiences is data in your memory. Memory is just data. Be conscious data, subconscious data, but still data. And so it affects the way you perceive things. Because your experience is going to affect how you perceive what's going, right? Because I mean, all of us are the fruits of our experience. If you're not, then you're a total idiot. Okay? But the thing is, again, it's data, so that can be manipulated. Because they can give you data, even though you experience something, you experience a number of evil. See, the point is that information gets renewed, doesn't it? At least in this world life. When you die, and if you believe that you come back into existence again, which the Quran says you do, you come back with a clean slate. So they can give you another data, tell you they may have mistreated you in your first iteration. Your second iteration, tell, oh man, you know, tell you whole different. So now you have a total reaction to them based on the data. That's why you be careful of mind and brain. You have the same brain, but you got different data now. So now you say, hey, now you're friends with them and everything else because they gave you. That's why history is very important. And that's why they call it history, his story. English language got a lot of hints in it. That's their story. You won't find that same word in Arabic pronounced that way or spelled that way, even presented that way. Because it's their story. And your enemy's story is going to be different from your story, isn't it? Your enemy's not going to tell you the true story. Beat you, I rape you, whatever. And so what's happening right now, see, we're in a time of demons. See, we're in this time of devils. And now we're moving in and say, okay, we got what spring coming in, so we got to give them somebody in disguise. But they see we winter, so we got to convince them to stay in the winter. But they ain't going to listen to us because we know they see us. So it's in the demons in. Now, to get to the point, I have a special presentation I'm putting together, so it's going to take a while. I'm going to get to the point here. The bottom line is that you talk to like a, well, yeah, I'm not over females particularly, but they had bad experience with people, with men. They used them, lied to them, whatever, rape, whatever. And then they run to you. Now here you stand up guy. You're gonna take care of business, right? You for real? But they don't see you that way. All they see is what their experience told them. That's how they see you. So they're suspicious of you. See? And that could ruin a beautiful relationship, a possible beautiful relationship, because you're having troubles with them because they don't see you for who you are. They see what their experience told them who you are. I had that problem. So I said my wife initially, ooh, that's when it took a while for she really got break through that. So what I was really was, we've been together for some years. It was tough and going, rough, really rough at the beginning. I said, so where she was coming from. I couldn't blame her. Couldn't know what she was dealing with. And she expected me, you keep getting bit by a dog. I ain't into dogs. But you get bit by a dog sometimes. Every time you say dog, you want to run, because he may not be a dog that bites, but you ain't taking that chance. So I'm saying that because you have the same thing going on now, and that's one of the main weapons they use against us. Remember this process, this winter period we start talking right now, came into the last part of it 500 years ago. It tells you that in Genesis, the last 500 years. Let's make man like our image. They get it all wrong, but that's purposeful. And they started that whole process at that time. And the bottom line is that at this point in time right now, right, we started. It's difficult to keep this short, brother. So I'm cutting corners here. But as the spring starts coming in, right, they got to try to hold you back. The thing is that the demons time now. The devil say, hey, man, they recognize us, man. You don't recognize them. And so, you've been out there and you talk to these, and these not only demons, these other ones that gave up and loved this world's life. And you dealt with them, and you didn't rip you off. And that's why I explained why that's the trick what FARRONKHAN did about Elijah. Elijah's a good man. Even the devils recognized as a good man. They feared him, right? But I'm telling you, hey man, and Wallace, he was no good. He tricked you, in his absence. And so he said, hey, hold it. So he threw shit on it. Yeah, perfect cake, beautiful, they throw shit on it. Oh man, wait, you mean I was eating shit all the time? So there every time you say cake, they put that purposely. And you see it. They did it subconsciously, consciously, directly, indirectly. Look at what they give you. Is it right there? Even the Seal Bible tells you the Son of Man will be dark skinned. And they give you a picture of a white person with straight hair. That's can't get more direct than that. And then they make up a name, Jesus. It's not even in the scripture anyway. Not even. They had to make it up. You see? And then you go back and see, and you might not, even the people that calling on Jesus, all that kind of stuff, a lot of them are demons. But I don't want to get into subconscious, guys. I'm just getting a little deeper. Because your brain process, right? But the point is that when they go out and they see all these different, when they go out, see right now, they keep telling, oh, America's beautiful, America's was founded on great principles and stuff. They got sad, even though the fact of the matter is not. And once you go and see, hey man, Jefferson and Washington, they was rapists, they raped women. I mean, it was a love affair. I mean, they cast the Jefferson, what's her name? I forgot. As a love affair. She was enslaved. She was raping her. But they got to do that. Because if you go back and start seeing what Christianity has been the last 5 years, you can say, hey, wait a minute. If you got a problem with Satan, why you got problem with Satan? That's what y'all doing. See? So you gotta, that's data. And so you gotta distort the history. They gotta leave that stuff out. In 1916, 1619, they gotta block every, that's what William Lynch says, you gotta block all of it. Total. That's the whole thing about total light. Okay. Jesus, that when they got a name for it, they made it here to make it up. Capitalism, all this, it's good. See? And so we were savages and everything. And so, and the way they have it, so therefore you got to lack them for what they did to us. And that's what happened. People lack them. And then when the true Messiah shows up, you won't recognize them. In fact, you're going to make war against them. You know why? Because they hate dictators, don't they? Don't they hate dictators? Dictator's the worst thing in the world. Dictator. I mean, if you're a dictator, man, you worse than shit. Ain't that what they say? See, you're missing these points. Right? And it's a subtle point, but you miss it. Because the Jesus that tell in the Bible, and you're a dictator. You see what I'm saying? And you don't even see, you went right past you. See? Because they hold, it's like, you 3/5 of human, they put that in there. Why hold that? They knew it would be a time, they know the sealed Bible, when time when the economy is going to go bad and everything else, they're going to need to eat food. So now, they're putting everybody's mind, you 3/5 human, so they can eat you. All this is planned, and you're missing all of it. And so, at the time when Joshua finally is manifest, the true Messiah, they're going to attack you. They're going to say he's a goddamn demon dictator. See, not all Jesus ain't. See, he ain't no like, oh, he's no beautiful, loving person. Oh, watch it in a few more days. Oh, what was wrong, man? He's a dictator. And you already riled up for that. How you think gonna make the nation make war against the land? Why would they make war against him? He's a dictator. See, you better do what he say. You ain't gonna vote. You can't vote. You gotta do what you say. Well, you burn your ass up forever, never. That's the word. Watch it. They already got your prime for it. That's the mind you got. You already got your mind beating yourself. So if you beat yourself, you beat anybody else, wouldn't you? All this set up. Oh, son of man, okay, yeah. The preachers, that's their job. They house niggas. And they've been ripping you off. See, you go there, you pray, give money, church, they live. They living very good. Mansion and everything else, right? You paying for it, how are you living? They're registers. And so you think, oh, he shows up, he must be just another preacher. See? Just like Farrakhan poured shit on Elijah. He poured shit on Elijah. See, Elijah, so, oh man, if he was bad, man, then damn. Just trying to get you to understand how these things work, brothers and sisters. All of it's bad. Once you understand what data is, then you have a chance because you know you reject all of it. There's none of it that's good. They've deceived the whole world, Gog and Magog. So I'm going to leave it there pretty much. I'm going I have a special presentation, my prayer preparing, work all day on it. Maybe I'll finish it by tomorrow. Once you get that basic understanding, brothers and sisters, it's all bad. There's no Jesus, never been a Jesus. Or Google will tell you that. They said if you go talk to the person they called Jesus 2,000 years ago, if you went back there, you said Jesus, he wouldn't know who he's talking. The name didn't exist before 500 years ago. There's a total plan against you. When you say personification, it means everything, 100% is bad. And that's why the language is bad. It's 10 and 10 and 10. And you better understand that, because you're going to be, in those who go to tribulation, you're going to be dealt with people that give you, oh, I ain't 10, I ain't 10, I ain't 10. No. It tells you, it's Saul and other places in the Quran, try them. Try them. That's why he put gold in the furnace to try it, if I was really gold or not. See? So it says, try the believers. They tell you in the Quran, try the Bible too. Try them. If they're still there when the flood comes, they wishy-washy, maybe they're maybe not there again. That means they're not believers. You put a little pressure on them. They say, how you know what's in a fruit? Squeeze it. If orange juice come out, it's an orange. If apple juice come out, it's an apple. You know what I'm saying? If shit comes out, and you don't give people a second chance. Now, somebody make a mistake. I say, don't worry about the intent. Don't give me a mix. Don't get it twisted here. Right? See? Somebody, they're heading towards the ark. They get lost. They made a mistake, but they trying to get to the ark. Their mistake was trying to get to the ark. See? So if they get there, yeah, okay, go home. No, it just, he just don't show up. Now the ark is built, hey man, can I get on? No, hell no. You're gonna have to be wise, brothers and sisters, when you go through tribulation. That's what truth is all about. To raise you to a higher level, mathematically. But if you don't think mathematically, in fact, I said mentally. I meant to say mathematically. I think I said mentally. I meant to say mathematically. I did say that. I think I didn't. I thought I said, did I say mentally? I might have said it. Be mathematically. I think mathematically. Well, you're not gonna make it through tribulation anyway. Go read Joshua. Read about Amalek. You cannot do that on an emotional level, or you might eventually if you're mad enough. After a while, your anger going to subside, and then you're going to be sorry for what you did. If you go, remember, that's what happened to Lot's wife. Emotion got over her, and she was turned bitter. That means she didn't do anything with her, because she went there and crippled in bitterness. That destroyed her. So don't look back. But she did. Her emotions got over her. Got to get control of those emotions, brothers and sisters. Let me see what I got here. Now, I'm not going to go through all this, brothers and sisters. See, you need to try these clowns up there so you don't get discombobulated and get emotional. So the truth, when it comes, you won't be averse to it because you had some bad experiences. And you're looking through tinted glasses, tinted with bad experience. Okay. Now, all these clowns out there, I got a whole thing that says you don't know shit, right? You just ask a quick, like this clown Sunday. Oh, God made us in the womb. You got to think, he gave us eyes to see, eyes to, but God, I thought you said Master Rama was God. Man, for years was the originator. I thought you said Master Rama was God. Yeah, he's the law. Well, you mean he's in everybody's room making babies? So he had to ask a question. Because they rip off artists there. And right now, they're desperate. Because you can see, they're desperate now because Farrakhan's the pull. See, he's what's drawing them, not them clowns. He's the pull. And Farrakhan, right, that's why he used Elijah, because Elijah's the pull. So therefore, he put Elijah, he put bait. You ever been fishing? He put Elijah, he's the bait on the hook. Okay? He put Elijah, he's not teaching Elijah. Look at my presentation picture. He's not teaching Elijah Muhammad's teaching. I give anybody $5,000 to show me that he's teaching Elijah Muhammad's teaching. No, that's a bait on the hook. He put Elijah's name on it. He has to bait on the hook. He's not teaching it to get you there. Because, that's because Elijah has a good name, good reputation, right? So he tried to say, oh, because Wallace tried to destroy it. So he's trying to use it. See, Wallace will not destroy it. He's trying to destroy it too, but he's using it for his benefit. Wallace just got rid of it. He ain't no good, destroy it. See? And so, but if you look at it, that's the fish. Hey, man, here's some bait. He goes, and next thing he's in the frying pan. Because you're not getting Elijah Muhammad's teachings. No way. $5,000 if you can prove it that you are. So he's out there doing that. See, because it wasn't for that. Nobody would. So what? So now, remember he's the secondary bait because he's Elijah. So everybody's with him because wherever he goes, there's no one over there. It has a magnetism, and Farrakhan is used that way. Okay? His magnetism is that he connects to Elijah and claims he's representing Elijah. He's living up for Elijah's ID and reputation and name. Okay? He's using it to destroy you, to live off of you, because he's a parasite. All devils are parasites. They was me. I explained yesterday in my presentation. He's a parasite. So the problem they have right now is, if he goes, what's he going to do? Because he ain't producing anything. So why should I give you money? If we give you money to produce, you haven't produced anything for some years. He's gone. So they're trying to figure out how. And so right now they're playing all these on their violin or their notes, trying to find out what note is going to cite you. Oh, yeah. Deal with care, deliver with care and all this bullshit. Let's make our community safe. Those ain't no those. Trying to figure out what note to play and keep you coming in, because there ain't too many people in anyway. They have money coming in. Because they want to figure out how they can live off of you, because they ain't got Farrakhan's not paying anymore. That's what's going on there right now. But it's a fail. I'm telling you right now. Now, I don't know the exact time, but I can tell you, I shouldn't even say this, but almost certainly that he won't be around in a few more days. Because his whole thing is tied to this war. It tells you in Exodus he will go down during this war while the war is going on, and this war is not going on much longer. And you see they're going back and forth. It said they go, and Daniel said they go back and forth. Why are they going back and forth? You think they don't pay attention to this message? They don't know what the hell to do. They're scared, and they're in trouble. Iran's kicking their ass. And it's not going to allow Iran to go down anyway. He's either present with them or will be present soon. Says Michael and his angels. And Pharaoh come and tell, hey man, God, Elijah told me about the war in the Middle East and he'll be starting conventional then nuclear. It's a goddamn lie. I never mentioned that. Not mentioned the black man for America. I was there from 1775. That's bullshit. That's another lie Pharaoh can't tell. That's why he's not be around much longer. He's not be around much longer. And I can't wait to see him go. That, if you want to go on an emotional tip, that's about the most emotional aspect of my situation. Have to deal with that nigga. He's a parasite. He's been living off you. He hasn't produced a goddamn thing, but he's a multi-millionaire. Him and his son. How do you explain that? He hasn't produced anything but a lot of rhetoric. Bullshit. That's what's going on over there, brothers and sisters. But the thing is, all you got to ask a question. Who is this God doing all these things? This giving us life, creating everything. I thought it said Master Muhammad's law. Well, then see. Because they're idiots over there. They say, man, let's sing this song. Let's sing that song. Let's sing this song. Let's sing a little blues. Let's sing a little jazz. Something. We got to get these people in, keep them in here. It's nothing they can do that. Because their time's up. The Lord will consume the spit of his mouth and destroy the brightness of the coming. And already Farrakhan, stop tormenting me. Because they can't even feel their premium mass on Sunday. Now, if you haven't noticed that, you haven't noticed anything. They got the men sitting on every other seat to make it look like they got people in here, and even then, they still can't no more than half. Elijah, that was always full when Elijah was around. And Elijah didn't show up every week. He only came out every now and then. Mr. Shaw was the minister, and that place was always full. Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And so even on FY meetings on Saturday mornings. See? So he's drying up. They're desperate. But the thing I'm showing here is that all you as these people got Sundays, they're out there and they're doing the same thing because they're out there telling all this stuff they have no idea what they're talking about, but they're talking. They know they're lying because they don't understand all these characters in there. They don't know they couldn't tell you who the Satan is. And we say, oh, well, some mystery thing. Oh, well, it's satanic Jews. I don't know what Son of Shem would tell you. They can't tell who Gog and Magog is. You heard Farrakhan tell him Magog. Yeah, but they didn't want us, because for him, that's in the future. Because he don't understand that's chapter 20. He can't tell you who the dragon is. Oh, that's the me. He can't tell who the jinn is. He says, they can't tell you these things. He don't talk about demons either, even though he is one. If the devil has man, follows the devil. It makes him a demon. If it's most original. If the devil has man. See? So, they still come out the sealed Bible, even though they don't even understand that. They've been distorting that. It says, those who believe in part of the book and disbelieve the other, they don't tell all about what this person, what about what Aaron did? Farrakhan misses Aaron, he said in Elijah's seat. So why don't you about that part? Why you disregard that part of the Bible? Because that part of the Bible makes it clear that Aaron, that Farrakhan ain't no goddamn good. It's a shit salesman. There's nothing good about Aaron in there. Nothing. In Elijah's absence. What's the golden calf? You don't know what the golden calf is. You don't know what the jinn are. Angel tells you all these things. Anybody that's familiar with the angel, anybody that's familiar with the angel, is aware of these things. Their eyes are open. Now, whether you can open your eyes and still don't see anything, right? Looking up at the ceiling. One brother says one thing, and I'll be right back, and I'm going to close out. Hey, brothers and sisters, I'm gonna close out in a minute. Oops. Hey, brothers, I'm gonna close out in a minute. But see, that's the problem we have here. Everything is against you, 100%. The first verse that Elijah got was Master Muhammad's way. He came and said, "The facts, Elijah Muhammad will prepare the way." Right, start warming you up a little bit. But you got everybody out there doing everything they can to make sure that you don't see it. Like close your eyes, distort your brain. Man, they come in. They said come in every elevated place. What's the most elevated place we have? That's the Nation of Islam. So I mean, somebody be there too. Somebody, every elevated place. That means one in charge. The one in charge be robbing of tilth and offerings. That means that's got to be Farrakhan. He's in charge, right? The nation, like Muhammad didn't do that. We saw what he produced. We worked hard and we saw what he produced. Farrakhan worked, and he hadn't produced a damn thing, but he's enriched himself. That's when it's time of demons. So it went from devils to demons, then to jinn. And finally, the 10 horns of the dragon. It's all there, brothers and sisters. So the job is just beginning, actually. 35 years is basically the whole story about Wall of Jericho. Right? Person, perseverance is kind of, resonance. Why? Because you need that because the wall that's blocking us is so. Well, Jericho is impenetrable. It says keep and keep on, and same thing. So the wall that's around you, brothers and sisters. That's why it's so difficult to get through you, because the wall around you is so impenetrable. Penetrate, impenetrable. Well, I'm not saying it right. It's right. Everything. Religion, economics, social, personal, everything. You got this stupid show out there, right? It's interesting, right? Because the show was going on 8 years. Why 8 years? So-called the shy. That's not original people. That's demons. And they tell you every perversion possible. And that's not the black neighborhood. I grew up in like that. I don't think it's like that any place. I lived in Chicago 30 years. No, I'm telling you. But everybody's murderers, sexual perverted, and they make it all normal, like it's accessible. That's it. And I think the season just ended this month. Everybody is smoking. Remember, now this ain't old. This is a new series that went on this year. And you know, hardly nobody smokes anymore. Everybody's smoking. You see their agenda. Everybody's sexually perverted. The guy gives his child a spurs beat lesson and pretty much told men to go out and do everything. Men do it all. If you like men, go with men. Like women. I mean, that's what he told them. Everything all plays. You know damn well it ain't. But see, they come at you in every direction, 360 degrees. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I don't want people come here with that bullshit. I ain't got time for it. Because it's up to me to break this wall down. I didn't ask for this job. I don't even want it. They tricked me into it. That's what I believe. But that's where it is. Where it is. Right? Then almost every stubborn person, I guess they say that's what they need. Somebody that's good. That's not going to. They say they're going to do something. I always kept my word. I do something. Everybody knows if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I don't give a damn what it's in the way. So I guess maybe that's why. And that's why I don't like it. I don't want to do it, but it needs to be done, so I'm doing it, and I'm getting 100%. But that wall against you is so impenetrable. And I said, the language itself is the only thing about apologies. Oh, I'm sorry, I ran away, I'm sorry. And a lot of times they ain't sorry, they just say it so they can get a second shot at you. Oh, oh, he's still alive. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do it. So you get a chance to get a second shot at you. Because you understand, I don't care what they say, the intent is your destruction. The winner's intent, if you understand personification, if you understand these words, brothers and sisters, the winner's intent is destroy the spring. It has no choice. And spring comes in, it's dead. It's 100% dedication that they can sell all they want, all this stuff. Hey, man, no, we love you. Bullshit. Now, if you buy that, buy it. Some of y'all buying it. And that's why you're not going to make tribulation. And if it's due, you're going to be bad on the other side. Because you took and invested in this bullshit. It said, those love this world's life, there's no portion in the hereafter. So they can't, they're trying to get you from the grave. They can't, if they reach out in the grave and get you. Because those people that make it hereafter, everlasting appointment, the devil reached out in the grave and got them. He destroyed them. Yeah, I got some of them. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. That's why it's so important, the angel. It's so important. And that's why I have time for bullshit. Because that's what, it's what necessary to break this wall down. Because you got a mind war. The war is so, remember he said it was amongst the tombs, he was howling, shouting, because it's so pervasive. See? So it's the 35 years of resonance, constant. That's what it takes to break this wall down with the engine, which is the most powerful weapon on the planet right now. But keep hitting him. And then suddenly the heart is break. That's why it says, prophesy to the four winds. Boom. And then all of a sudden, what it does, the spring light shows in. See, because you can block the light. You know, you can put a wall up, get that shit. But the problem is, light has illumination and heat. Put a wall up, it's getting hotter and hotter. After a while, it gets too hot. And so the thing is that that's why they cast the lamb as the sun, because they're blocking it. And so you're in darkness out there, and you understand. And people, even, you know, they tell me to be very careful. They said there'd be 3 that with me. Because it says they won't get the light until that wall is broken down and after the 4 winds blow. So if they say they got a light for it, somebody's not for real. And the ones that got a light, they don't reflect the light. At least they got some of it. All these things are in there. Angel's complete book. And it tells you more information I've told you. I still haven't told you yet. It's not me who's going to benefit you right now. But some stuff you need, once you start breaking those seals, breaking those first, then you start seeing these things for yourself. But it's all there. I mean, it's beautiful. Like I tell you, season how beautiful that comes perfect. What the God would be like. Israel have to tell you that. If you understand and see what the God would be like. Oh, he'd be half summer and half winter. Right? It tell you what the demon would be like. Legion. Right? He'd be a winter person that looked summer. I tell you, it's so beautiful, but you ain't seeing that. You ain't seeing that like that yet. It's all there. Who dragon is, who Satan is. Chapter 20 is the, here's a perfect layout of history. Chapter 20 in Revelation, perfect, that's it. Oh, no, that's the future. They got you coming and going. If you just read that, Exodus, perfect, right there. That's an unsealed Bible, but it gives you a perfect diagram of what this is, what it's all about. It's all about. Yeah. Oh, hey. And Pharaoh can't even miss his iron, but yet still what? You see what I'm saying? It's right there. Because there's frozen, let's say demons, and they have no, like I said, they have no love for the truth. Or they will, or they go, they give, they, and or they what's the word they use? Sellouts. See, because when you go to the hard class, remember people submit. That's a requirement to be transformed into diamonds. Submission. Take all that pressure. You know, you have different types of diamond. Some diamonds are more precious than others because some of them forms a little better. They still qualify to be a diamond, but some of them more structured than others. So if you went to the hard class and you wasn't in submission, but you was betraying your brothers and sisters, now things ain't working out for you right now. Oh, master, they gonna do this, man. Oh, I saw her, man. She's sneaking around. She went with Joe, man. She was, you know, I thought you said we weren't supposed to mess these women. And that baby ain't yours. That's Joe's baby. Can I get a biscuit? Oh, yeah, we had those doing that. They thought they was getting away with it. See? So they didn't take the full impact of the Holocaust. So they may be diamonds, but they may be a very low level diamond. What they call it, carats or whatever. So they might be better or just corrupt. Okay? But those submitted 100%. So now it's their turn, but they're doing everything they can to make sure you do not realize your benefit. That wall is thick, pervasive, impenetrable. Impenetrable, that's what it's supposed to be. The walls of Jericho was impenetrable, but Angel, 35 years, just hitting it, boom, constantly, by myself, constantly. Get distraction. Hey, brother, come on, man. I ain't got time for your bullshit. Okay? That's what it told me. Just cut the tree down. But the point is that took a little more out of me because I still get this message across. So I don't let that distractions, but it's still a problem. It became much of a problem where it just stopped, then I had to cut it out. I said, okay, I give a little extra. Because before anybody showed up, nobody showed up to what, 2019? How long is that? 29 years? 1993, yeah. Yes. Well, I had people come and go. I had some issues. So I learned my lesson a long time ago. Might would lie to me, had me. So, oh, it was a lot of stuff. The nigga tried to trick me. I said, no. Tried to rip me off, rip my family off, and come here. Oh, man, I'm with you, man. I want to be a part of that. But he didn't know about the angel. but he saw it was, he saw my name. But, hey, man, why you must always one of them? Yeah, dude named Eddie Hearns. He was a jailbird, got out of jail and has a special program, right? And so I had a contract of New York. So he was there. The way the program worked, he come in and did a processing place and learned to do it. Some kind of jail program. So he saw me. I'm taking care of business, right? Doing very well. So one day I'm walking. I'm going back to my cubicle, and I said, "Mr. Black man on my chair. The hell is that?" He put on my chair to get my attention. Yeah, man, I'm interested. Great, so I was successful. I was doing good, you know, business contracting. Then he found out that I was in real estate. I had several houses I was in. I was doing moving and grooving. Okay? Just around the time I got the angel. Just around that time I was getting into that. No, I was into angel already. Right? And that's where all hell broke loose. And so he, you know, oh man. He was living in New York, right? I had my contract in New York. So I moved to New Jersey, man. He wanted to move in one of my houses. I said, okay, I'll let you move in here. Right? And, you know, I let him read just of course of the mortgage I was paying. Right? So I wasn't making any money helping the brother out. Next thing I know, man, he wants to buy the house. Okay. We had the money for a down payment. Okay. So he needed $10,000 down payment. So he wanted me to let him $10,000. I won't give him $10,000 out. But he had to put him in escrow or something like that. I forget, it's a long time to do that anymore. So I was friendly with this lawyer. Good brother. He wasn't a Muslim. I don't know what he is now. He wasn't a Muslim. He was a good brother. You know? And he doesn't work for me, right? And so I said, okay, I'll put $10,000 in your name in escrow. Once you know, he control, I can't control anymore. So he had a down payment to get the house. So he can go through this. So, right. Once I did that, oh man, the mask came off. I was a nigga. He would bother me because he thought he had control of $10,000. Okay. He still wanted to go through the house, but he's gonna get the house and $10,000. See? But this lawyer said, man, he's a good brother. And said, people know me, they may not like me, but they know they can trust me, know my word's good. And I don't bullshit around. So when he saw what was happening, he put his license on the line. He put his license on the line. And I ain't gonna forget that, brother. He put his license on the line, and he gave me money back because he wasn't supposed to do that. Money wasn't under my control anymore. It was under his control. We do an escrow like that. Oh, that dude went off, boy. He brought his brothers in from New York. I used to run around the park. I'm in New Jersey, right? I used to go jogging, right? And he'd come out, they showed up. Got in a little altercation. I kicked his ass. Right? They all jumped me. Then they went and pressed charge. So I pulled a gun on him, which I did not. I didn't have a gun. But in New Jersey at the time, you do anything with a weapon, it's automatic 6 years in jail. And the lawyer, the judge, he wanted to put my ass in jail. Because he wouldn't, the nigga never showed up in court, but the judge would not dismiss it. And he would give me another lawyer. This lawyer, other hand, he wasn't a criminal lawyer. They give me another lawyer and do this. And even the lawyer said, how come you won't just, you ain't show up? Because he was hoping the guy would show up. He wanted to put my ass in jail. This went off about 6 months. I allowed myself to get a little nervous. I don't usually get, you know, I'm really mellow. I had some issues with the wife I had. I learned to get over that. But I let this get to me a little bit. I developed a little ulcer. Right over it. Okay. And then finally the judge dismissed it. I went on a fast and got rid of the ulcer. That's a long story. I'm saying I've had troubles like that with people. Okay. Now I could have said, man, hell, man, I'm sick of this shit and walk away. No, because I know how my people are. That was a damn demon there. See, I'm not going to allow fools come with their BS to give me tinted glasses. That's why I see people like FARRONKHAN. You know good, they don't know. Our people are beautiful people. That's what Elijah Muhammad said. The Master Muhammad said. Right? They're good people. They're reasonable people. They're righteous people. It's been thrown in the lake of shit. And that's what I said, my job is just wash them off. So I don't need people come here with their bullshit. I got, like I said, I do a lot of this shit all the time. That's why I say I don't go out my way to make anybody like me, because I don't need that. You understand when you go to tribulation, because nobody be there to handle it for you. You have to figure it out for yourself. Okay. But the bottom line is, I'm closed, brothers and sisters, is this. See, you got these clowns out there. Oh, I'm the son of man. I'm this. Did they have no idea what it's about? Because they had no idea what that job is about. Okay, put it like this here. I go out here and I produce a product. Or I go out here and I go study. I spent $1 million to learn this stuff, right? And so to help people. So I'm going to help people. So they pay me. So yeah, well, I get I made an investment. So now I deserve to get payment for the education I did help people, right? So here comes this clown. He ain't went anywhere, studied anything. He's out there claiming that he's done all that. He's claiming he's me. And taking money and stuff for it. Do you understand what happened there? He's stealing, he's robbing. It says the end will be according to their works. Because if it took me, say for instance, I got to do this, I got to lift 100 pounds every minute for 10 years. Oh man, wow, that's a lot, right? To do that, right? So now I justify. Now you go out there and get the payment. You ain't done any of that. So you got all that, you building all that negative energy on yourself. How you think it's gonna come back at you? You're gonna see the brothers and sisters, what you're gonna see in the next few days. You gotta get on an emotional level, because you're not gonna believe what you see. The Bible says it's gonna be a strange thing. It said what's gonna happen is gonna be a strange thing to America. It says the thing is, you're gonna see the first signs of it over there. You're starting to see signs now. They already tell you America's in trouble. They don't have the ammunition. They're like a gunfighter, man, to run ammunition. Which names of town would do to his ass? We write it now. It's blowing up in their face. And it says, man's heart's failing with fear those things coming upon the earth, because the powers of heaven be shaken. That means what they about to see over there is going to get them heart attacks here in anticipation of what's coming here, because what's here going to be much worse than they see over there. So if their hearts are failing in anticipation of what's coming here, but what they see over there, which thing's going to be like when it gets here? You're going to see, right now, everybody's worried over there. Iran got them by you know what. So if you mess with me one time, I'm going to just blow the whole damn thing apart. And they got Master Muhammad, he's backing them. Now, whether he's met with them or not, he will be with them when the deal goes down. It said, and that whirlwind happens. And when the whirlwind happens, let me speak to that in a minute. See, the mathematics of it. Now, we started coming out of our positive positive energy in the 1860s. You could check it. Blues, years later jazz, years later Motown, where you could rap on that stuff, and now we had 50 years. So another energy. The point is, the last energy burst sister said any burst, I go and use it. I don't particularly like to use it that way, but It's okay. I mean, it's correct. It's just not. Yes, it's not beautiful because Game of Sisters got to be beautiful, right? Anyway, I prefer any way, but I don't know. That burst sound like, I get it. At any rate, so that took us, because said the man, at the time we met the Son of Man, they had control of him anymore. So you broke their control over you. Chains, mental, I say mine. And then now you're beating yourself, because that's what FARRONKHAN, time of the demons, you stop beating yourself. Right? So you had enough energy to get control of yourself, but you didn't have the mind to do it. Because you had a demon that gave you a bad, kept maintaining that bad mind. You had energy, that's why he's beating yourself. You had energy because you could beat somebody else. They couldn't control you. So you didn't have enough energy to get the hell out of here yet. Because Master Muhammad came during that period of time, then there'd been a big war right here between you and them. That'd been disastrous. But there'd be a war, but you're on your way out of here. And they're on their knees. You understand? And you couldn't beat them at a war. Not yet. Because you still be here. So the thing is now this energy wave or energy burst that you're possibly about to receive. In my opinion, Earth has already captured it. It says momentum in the heavens and earth, but it comes over sudden. So in other words, already absorbed the earth. It's just you experience it, and I'm pretty confident it's already absorbed by the earth. But I said you won't realize it because earth is large. The energy got to absorb all that energy. Remember, the earth is large. It's got to absorb all that energy and then convert it into a form we can use. And that will happen suddenly. If you go back and look at so-called all those situations, all those different seasons we went through, say like so Rosa Parks, that Rosa Parks, instantly things change. See what I'm saying? The civil rights before that. So the point is, it's an instant change. And when that changes, now you have enough. Then, right? You have two things happening. Right? That's why Master Muhammad has to intervene, shut this down, so now you get your mind back. Because when you get your mind back, then you still be here fighting. You have enough energy to leave, but you ain't using it for that. Maybe help them with the fight, help with the demons. So get your mind back, now we focus. Now you have enough energy to leave here. And you're fighting your way out of here. And since you have enough energy to leave, there's nothing they can do to stop you. If you don't have enough energy to leave, then lots of stuff can do to stop you because you don't have enough energy to leave. So whatever you do is going to be against you because you can't leave and have enough energy to leave. You understand the math of it? So they can frustrate your energy, have them leave because you don't have enough energy to leave. You're still caught in the gravitational vortex. So you would not be able to win any battle to get out of here. But once you do have enough energy to leave, right? You use the energy to leave, there's nothing they can do to stop you. Do you understand the math of it, brothers and sisters? And that's what Master Muhammad is waiting for. So once you have that, that energy burst also sees their destruction. Because now the spring is full blast. That heat is nothing they can do to stop that heat. Everything they do will fail. Everything you do will work. Because it's getting brighter and brighter and warmer and warmer. Everything you do will you get better and better successful, and everything you're doing is just melting. All the power is just melting. You understand the math of it, brothers and sisters? I try to make it as simple as possible. So it can happen anytime. I know we're at the point. And but the thing is that we know that Farrakhan and his all his sycophants or whatever, right, will go down before this war is over. Now the question is, that energy burst, what happened when the war's over? No. Because the energy burst for them also. So that's when the whirlwind comes. How long the whirlwind will last? See what I'm saying? But Farrakhan will go down before the end of the war. No sign of victory or defeat. So we get that burst of energy. They get that burst of energy too. And they attack too, because the devil's going to attack everybody. They ain't going to see questions. So the timing is everything. So I'm leaving it there, bro. So like I say, a special presentation. I don't know how much work to put together. I didn't intend to be speaking as long as I have today. I wanted to keep it short, but again, and I'm gonna close out, brothers and sisters. The problem is the demons right now. We're in the demon time. Problem is that we're looking at each other. You can't see. You're expecting this Jesus come back with straight hair and light white skin. That's not what Scripture say. Anybody is black, always it's suspect because all he preaches is black and they've been ripping you off. And Elijah Muhammad, he was no good. You see what I'm saying? According to them. So you can't see a true Messiah when he shows up. Yet he's not here. And so it takes a while because he has to build a history. So, because remember, that resonance is also breaking through that barrier. Because remember that memory, that wall that's blocking you. It's in the mind. It's your mind. So, right? The mind's the foundation of it, that data. You experienced all that stuff. So over time, he ain't trying to make you like him. Over time, that resonance. Oh, he never asked me any money. He ain't doing this. He's speaking, he's standing, he's going to jail, he's doing stuff. He's still sticking to do it. He never for any money. He's still sticking. He's he's persistent, right? Because that's what resonance is, persistence. See? And finally breaks through. But you get a little help from my friends, right? Break down this bad reality. But his persistence is what's the resonance says with the truth. What he's doing, he ain't sitting right here telling you he's out eating, beating pork, playing, right, winning NFL games. And that's why he don't need anybody coming in here that's going to diminish that profile, right? Diminish, right? That perspective, when you use that word, right? Don't anybody come with that. It's going to diminish. Okay? What he's doing. With that bullshit, coming here twisting stuff around, throwing stuff around, saying stuff that don't make any sense, coming and going, right? Arguing, fighting, always complaining about stuff, everything. Don't need that. But that's interfering with the resonance. I'm not gonna lie, anything interfere with the resonance. Because the resonance was breaking us down, breaking through that barrier, that mind you got. That's what it says. He came and it breaks that barrier. That mind you have, the data is a wall to keep you, have you beaten yourself, keep you from your reality, keep you from reward. It says Suleiman had to break through that barrier. It's persistence, right? See? Keep on going, dedication. Because that's what counts, the effect. Well, I was trying, no. I was trying, no. He does it. He makes the sacrifices that was necessary to get it done. No excuses. And we don't need people coming with their bullshit, because they will pay a price for it. They don't need it. Hope you understand, bro. So I'm going to leave it there. Clown right here. His destruction will not, his destruction, it says, who the Lord will consume with the spirit of his mouth and destroy. They don't use destroy lightly. His end will be terrible. Everything around him. His seed, everything. Because he's the primary, he's the cornerstone of this wall that's around your mind right now. We're shaking that wall. He's going to reinforce it. He's not teaching a lot of Muhammad's teachings. Don't call lie places follows the devil. That's it, brothers and sisters. Who we are. So if you're in my way, you better get out of my way, because it tells you. You better read Daniel. It says this stone crushes anything that it hits, no, anything that falls against it gets broken. Anything it hits gets crushed. So that means what? It means anybody come around here and mess around, they're going to be broken. Anything he hits, it put his energy at, gets crushed. So that's why I tell people, if you ain't 100%, get the hell away from here. Go out, you're just hurting yourself. Go out there and party, whatever you're going to do for the less time you got left. Because it says, those that fall upon this, get in the way, it gets broken. And when they say broken, they mean broken. But anything that it falls on, it crushes. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.
So Shabazz was not permitted to stay in that area, so he took his family into the jungle of East Asia, which we now call Africa, to make a people close to nature. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, this is the origin of kinky hair, because we didn't have kinky hair prior to that. The hair on our head was like the hair on our eyebrows. The hair on your eyebrows straight, the hair on your head is not the same as the hair on your eyebrow. But the hair of every other people is the same as their eyebrow. Your eyebrow straight, your hair something different. Wouldn't you like the hair on your head to be as straight as the hair on your eyebrow? That's why you so busy frying it. That's why you so busy pulling it. Because your nature tells you that the kink I mean, you know, with I'm black and I'm proud, we got to learn to be proud of kinks. Because most of your family of other black people on the earth, jet black. They didn't have no broad nose and thick lips and kinky hair. They were dark-skinned people, jet black. But they had straight hair, a thinner lip, a thinner nose. But we are marked as a different kind of black person. And we were rejected and despised, not only from the circle of the gods, but we were despised and rejected by all the other dark people of the earth. This is why today black people with kinky hair and broad nose and thick lips are rejected in every society. I want you to hear me well tonight.
Yes, sir.
Why are we rejected? Because the essence of beauty is in obedience and submission to God. And the essence of ugliness is when you rebel against God. And when you rebel against God, in your rebellion, you are marked with a certain mark of your rebellion, which is the disfigurement of your internal self, which manifests in the disfigurement of your external self. And this is why when you look at our people, wherever we are found on the earth, you find us either disfiguring ourselves physically, because we are disfigured on the inside because of rebellion. When the Muslims were alive, I'll say it again. When the Muslims were alive, you dead as hell now on both sides.
Yes, sir, brother man. Yes, we are. Yes, sir. That's real, brother man. That's real. Both sides. That's real.
Wake us up, dear Apostle.
When we was alive, we set up schools.
That's right.
When we were alive, we had supermarkets.
Right. That's right.
We owned buildings.
That's right.
We owned farmland.
That's right.
We were busy doing something, hiring our people.
That's right.
Well, I'm telling the Muslims, damn it, if you don't come alive, you will die like you are. And I will say, thank you, Allah, because if they're not doing nothing on top of the earth, let the worms eat their ass.
I went down to the clock, so let me go check if I.
Them Jews didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. He gave up on them. And that's why it's written in the scripture, I know you. You are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye shall do. He was a liar from the beginning and a murderer, and he abode not in the truth, and he's the father of lies. My word has no place in you. He gave up on them. He knew he couldn't reform them devils. And I'm telling you today, we can't reform these white folks. So ain't no use in getting it in your heart and your mind that we're going to reform white people. 1 out of 1,000 they believe. But hell, why waste the time? Let God do the searching. I ain't got no time to search for no cracker that believes in him. No. Don't think hard of me. No, sir. You tender-hearted, foolish brothers and sisters of mine. Don't think hard of me. No, sir. What the hell do I look like? Going unto them that killed Jesus, rejected Moses, rejected Muhammad and all the prophets. How the hell am I any better than they? Am I going to convert them? I'm not a damn fool. No. I'll spend my life knocking your head against the truth because I know you're going to come up. You may not like what I say, but you can't argue with me. I'll whoop your head coming and going with the truth. You just don't like me, but that's all you can say. You may not like me, but you can't argue. All right. That brother telling the truth. What do I look like and what do you look like? Sniffling up behind some white people trying to reform them. But all the prophets have tried. And they ain't reformed none of them yet. And the few that they reform, God's mercy is over them. He will guide them. He will protect them if it pleases him. But we ain't got no time thinking about converting no white people. That's it. The door of mercy on them is closing. In fact, it ain't but about that big. So couldn't nothing but a spirit among them get through that crack. And if Reagan has his way, he's going to take all of them down to hell with him. And I hope he does. They deserve death, brother. They don't deserve no damn mercy. No mercy. They didn't show us none. They don't show us none today. What the hell do we look like praying to God for them? Your damn tongue should be snapped out of your throat if you open your mouth to pray for these bastards that put us in this condition. You call them bastards because they're the only illegitimate child of the original man. They are the real bastards of the planet. You don't owe them nothing, no sympathy. Whatever God do to them today, they justly deserve it for what they put on us and our fathers. Don't you think so? If you don't, get the hell out of here. Go somewhere else where they preach sympathy for them bastards, but not me. Don't pray for them. Don't ask God no mercy for them. Ask God to double the cup on them. Because it's their world that destroyed you and your baby. And it's them today that got our brothers and sisters in South Africa can't breathe. And the same bastards in South Africa is in Washington, D.C. and in Chicago, Illinois. So on Christmas night, there ain't no damn good cheer for them. Peace on earth, hell. We come with a sword. Goodwill to you. And you about to forfeit yours. Because you trifling people. Hard as hell to save. Because your heart is more for your enemy than for your own self. I was thinking about Mississippi. Yes, sir. Thinking about Brother Abdul Aziz Muhammad and his body.
They fear. That's right. I don't have no army. I
I just know the truth. And I'm here to separate the good Jews from the satanic Jews. Yes, yes, yes! This is just the beginning, banning me from a social platform.
That's right.
I use that platform with respect.
That's right.
I never allowed those who follow me to become vile as those who speak evil of us. So I am dangerous, not to you, unless you feel that Father Pfleger's invitation to me may hurt Saint Sabina. They don't have the power to hurt Saint Sabina if you don't give them that power. I thank you for listening to me. I have not said one word of hate.
No, sir.
I do not hate Jewish people. Not one that is with me has ever committed a crime against the Jewish people, black people, white people, no matter what your color is. As long as you don't attack us, we don't bother you. So you met me tonight. Social media, you met me tonight. I plead with the rulers, let the truth be taught. I plead because this is the only thing that will make America not great again, make America truly great. If you allow me to tell the truth that God has revealed to his servant, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that he taught me, we can save America from her destructive fall. I'm not a misogynist.
No, sir. No, sir.
I'm not a homophobe. Don't be angry with me if I stand up on God's word. But I don't hate my brothers and sisters who have been exposed to the great deception, taking the word God is love, and I love my brother. In fact, we kissed when I came up here. And this is not queer. This is straight up love. So from tonight, go home. I'm not going to ask you to let them put you in jail, what they call Facebook jail. We have a teaching about the maker of the white race. His followers were put in jail. I wonder, is it Facebook jail? another one. Till all the jails got filled up. And that's when the president said, I think I better go and start a dialogue with Farrakhan. Because this false mess to give you civil rights and take it back, you owe us. And I'm here, by God's permission, to tell all of you what justice looks like. It's not a white woman, a TV show, and a nice car, and a nice home. I got all of that too. I ain't robbed nobody.
That's right.
I love you. I love you because God loves you and wants to free you from the grip of Satan, that we may build a righteous world. And Father Pfleger will be in that righteous world. You can believe it. He's a true servant of Jesus the Christ. Thank you for listening. To tell all of you what justice looks like. It's not a white woman, a TV show, and a nice car, and a nice home. I got all of that too. I ain't robbed nobody.
$5,000 for you or something like that. You gonna tell me after the fact?
I believe that America can be beautiful. How can America be made beautiful? Now, family, listen. My brother Imam Wadakuddin and I have had disagreement, but his followers and mine have never given each other as much as a bloody nose. Because in spite of our differences, there's a deep love in us. We don't like the things about our nation that is not good, but I don't want to live anywhere else. I want America to be made right. I don't want to see America go the way of Rome and Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah. But why won't she go that way? If the men of religion and the women of religion keep silent.
If your alarm is going off, press 1. To order a new home security system, press 2. If you recently purchased a new system and need help getting it set up, press 3. For technical support, press 4. For billing or account management, press 5. To cancel your Blue service, press 6.